Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
There has been a lot of people stealing things. And, you know, it's like, oh, okay, you know. And I figured after this one, there's no sob story.
A Dilworth thrift shop has surveillance footage of a woman appearing to shoplift a computer monitor from the store. The store posted the video on Facebook and wrote, we're really getting tired of this. Valley News Team's Rose Itzkovitz visits the store and explains why its video cameras turned out to be a decent investment.
Christine Helverson manages Jazzy and Mumbo's thrift store in Dilworth. She was there when this $40 monitor went missing.
That was last Tuesday. Around 4 o'clock, I think. I was over here talking to the guy, and then she picked it up and carried it out. You know, they didn't ever bring it over here and ask how much it was, or, you know, gee, does this work? Or I want to buy this. You know, they just took it and set it right down there.
The store posted the video on its Facebook page with the caption, "We are really getting tired of this."
We always need more money. Sometimes it's hard, you know, to pay the bills for the month sometimes. And we want to stay in business so that we can help people.
Some of the store's proceeds help to pay pet owners' veterinary bills.
We have to pay the bills for the store, obviously, to stay open.
While we were talking, a woman came in to return the monitor she took. Another man and woman who were not there during the incident accompanied her. They asked not to be filmed, but here's some of the exchange.
I apologize about that. I'm really nice. I will, you know, I don't.
It did kind of look like you just snuck it out, like from the video camera.
I was looking because she bumped it, my daughter-in-law, and I got mad at her and the baby threw the ball.
What she thought is she thought her daughter paid for it. She thought she paid for it.
So was it just a simple mistake? Manager Christine isn't so sure.
He said, oh, they thought it said it was $4. If I seen something nice like that and it was $4, I would bring it up here and want to buy it for $4.
By the time the woman brought it back, the video was already all over Facebook. But mistake or intentional, she did leave $20 in the donation box.
We're hoping that this is going to help people learn that you can't come into Jazzy and Mumbo's and just steal anything that you want.
In Dilworth, Rose Itzkovitz, Valley News Live.
Police say it's still an open investigation and have not yet made the official report available to the public. We're told the owner still wants to press charges. The Moorhead Police Department needs your help finding Danelle Hope Flores, who is considered a runaway. Danelle is 14 years old, 5 feet tall, 115 pounds. She was last seen with brown hair but may have dyed her hair black. Investigators believe she's in the Fargo-Moorhead area, but they aren't sure who she's with. So if you have any information that can help authorities find her, call the Red River Regional Dispatch Center at 701-451-7660 and ask to speak with a Moorhead Police on-duty supervisor. We've been tracking the thunderstorms as they move through the region. Let's get the very latest from Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Hutch?
Thank you so much, Andrea. As we head into our early evening hours, our eastern counties in central Minnesota are seeing strong thunderstorms. One severe thunderstorm does continue through western parts of Beltrami County, while most of the activity has slid off to the east. A lot of lightning with these cells, and we have areas of heavy rain as well. So much of Hubbard County, the area you see in yellow here, inundated with heavy rain. That's not severe. Here's the severe storm working its way through western parts of Beltrami County with the potential for some sizable hail continuing from this cell as it moves from south to north. It's north of Highway 2 heading towards Lower Red Lake. The yellows there show or indicate that we have the potential for larger than 1-inch diameter hail. This storm is continuing northward, will remain over rural parts of the county. We cannot rule out isolated thunder showers, particularly later this evening for the rest of our area. But it was a hot one again, with temperatures soaring into the 90s for both Fargo and for Grand Forks. Hallock, 93, the high temperature today. We'll spend most of the evening in the 70s. Again, we can't rule out storms, but our chances slim. Chances that they will be severe also getting smaller as we head into the later hours. Several chances of storms throughout the week, Andrea. I'll have details on that coming up in your hour-by-hour forecast.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
You bet.
The human remains found in New York Mills have been identified. The Midwest Medical Examiner's Office has identified the person as Linda Meyer. Police say Meyer from Fergus Falls was last seen on July 23rd of 2016. She was 46 years old when she had walked away from a treatment facility in New York Mills and was reported missing. No foul play is suspected in her death. A Minnesota man is behind bars after police say he rolled his vehicle while driving drunk in Polk County. It happened yesterday in rural Erskine. Officials say the driver, 25-year-old Wayne Turner, and his passenger were taken to the hospital but are expected to be okay. Turner was arrested for DWI and an active misdemeanor warrant. A 45-year-old man from Plummer, Minnesota was killed when his ATV overturned early Saturday morning. The Red Lake County Sheriff's Office said James Congdon was headed home from a friend's house around 2:30 a.m. when he failed to make a turn. First responders tried to save his life, but Congdon was pronounced dead at the scene. He was not wearing a helmet. The preliminary autopsy report indicates that head trauma likely was the cause of death. Authorities say a semi carrying a load of wheat was totaled when it was struck by a freight train in Wilkin County, Minnesota. The driver of the semi escaped serious injury in the collision this morning. The BNSF railway freight train hit the semi east of Highway 75 near Wolverton. Authorities say the tracks are marked with crossing signs and the semi driver didn't see the train coming. The Kennedy Bridge on U.S. Highway 2 between Grand Forks and East Grand Forks is closed. That started today. Crews will be pouring concrete on the bridge, and it's expected to be open by the end of the day Saturday, weather permitting. Traffic will be detoured to the Sorley Bridge on Demers Avenue during the closure. As a result of the increased traffic, there will be no parking along Demers Avenue in downtown Grand Forks from the Sorley Bridge to 5th Street. Each year, thousands of people are hurt because of boating accidents. The Becker County Boat and Water Safety Division says to check your boat before putting it in the water. That includes the steering, the motor, and the gas. Also, tell family and friends where you're going and when you'll come back. And keep an eye on the weather. If you see lightning or hear thunder, don't take the boat out. Finally, they advise you to not drink alcohol when driving a boat.
Stay sober when you're on the water. Everybody wants to have a good time, but you want to, again, be safe while you're doing it, right, and be courteous to others.
In our area, the Sheriff's Department says they typically run into boats with expired registrations, others who are driving recklessly, or kids not wearing a life jacket. A Fargo 8th grader is making waves in Washington, D.C. Toby Sharunke from Ben Franklin Middle School outlasted dozens of other spellers to win the State Bee in Bismarck to advance to the Scripps National Spelling Bee. He was on the stage today looking to move forward to the next round.
Portulaca, Portulaca.
Portulaca. Correct.
Toby will now move on to round 3 tomorrow. We'll hear from the Spelling Star tonight on Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW and Valley News Live at 10. A longtime landmark department store in Lakes Country is shutting its doors after 112 years in business. The owners of Norby's posted on Facebook yesterday that it was a difficult decision, but that they're closing the store in downtown DL. They'll be closed for 9 days to get ready for the going out of business sale and then will reopen on June 7th. A family is trying everything they can think of to find a treasured keepsake that was lost near West Acres Saturday night. Jamie Heising says her son was at West Acres Cinema and put his T-shirt quilt on top of his car, but forgot to grab it before driving away. By the time he realized what happened, he returned, but the quilt was gone. The family contacted the theater and drove the route many times. The quilt was a graduation gift from the teenager's mother and grandmother. The family is considering offering a reward if the quilt is returned. Stay tuned for more on this story tonight at 10 o'clock. A home improvement